What it is, YouTube, Big T War, man. I'm back at y'all with another video, man. Excuse the shaking, bro. Excuse the shaking, man. It's kind of bumpy. See, they doing construction or whatever. They got one of the lane blocked off, so what it is, man. But hey, if you're new to the channel, man, welcome. Make sure you turn your notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping any new content. Also, man, if you want to drive for Highfield Trucking, which we do, make sure you scroll, click the link, make sure you call someone in recruiting and tell them Big T War sent you. All right, man, so y'all saw the title thumbnail, man, so we're gonna piggyback off pretty much what I said in my last video, but this is, you know, is trucking becoming the new 9 to 5, man? That's a question. The reason why I say that, you know, is there's a lot of people trying to get into trucking, man, but also, man, dig the shirt. It's two people outside, man. That's what it says. Dig the shirt, man. But a lot of people, man, want to get into trucking. And the reason why they want to get into trucking, man, a lot of these jobs are not paying well. You know, a lot of the 9 to 5s are not paying that well. So, and, you know, getting paid every 2 weeks, I ain't gonna cut it, man. I figured that out a long time ago. Not unless you're making some really good bread and to get paid every 2 weeks. But no, man, that sun got my whole picture all messed up, man. But unless you're making some really good bread, man, really good money to get paid every 2 weeks and be able to maintain your household and do a lot of this stuff, man, you know, you're not gonna make it, man. So, you know, that's what we're gonna talk about today, man. That's what we're gonna get into it, man. But yeah, man, dig the scene. We are heading to Kansas City, Missouri. Haven't been to Kansas City, man. And so this will be the first trip going there. This is a trip that we're taking before our home time. So we're actually going on home time after this. And like I say, man, this road, man, you see I'm with the truck, you know what I mean? But it's a trip we taking, man, before our home time. We pushed back our home time, man, simply because we got stuck out in California, man. It's a whole nother story. I'll get into that another day, man. But yeah, trucking becoming the new 9 to 5, man. People want to get into trucking, you know, the money aspect of it or whatever the case. So me, I'm here, man, to kind of discuss that and discuss some of the things that that you should know, man, when you're coming out here. Not just with companies or whatever the case, just coming out here, period, man. You know, doing this trucking thing is a real sacrifice, guys. So, you know, if you're on your 9 to 5 job and you know, you're doing okay or whatever the case, hey, stay at your 9 to 5. You know, we always try to chase something better, thinking, you know, the grass is green on the other side. And, you know, we get over there, grass brown. So, you know, it all depends on how you look at it, man. But jumping out here, man, it's a lot of sacrifice. And people don't really discuss that, man, when it comes to truck driving. People always talk about the money, how good it is, you know, and all that good jazz and, you know, stuff like that. So people are always discussing that part. They never get down to the, you know, to the in-between stuff, man. So that's when I try to focus on when I do my videos, you know, focus on the in-between, what people don't say, what they don't tell you, the things they don't, you know, discuss and all that. So it's easier to talk about the money. It's easy to talk about how much money you can make and, you know, and all that. But when it comes to being out here, man, you're away from your family for one. You don't get a chance to, you know, go to your kids' games or events or whatever they have. You're going to miss a whole lot of that stuff, man. You might get to go to, you know, something every now and again, but you're going to miss the majority of your kids, man, especially if they young and in school, man, and they got a lot going on, you know, whether they're in the band, whether they're playing football, basketball, you know, some sport or whatever. Man, you're gonna miss a lot of their activities, man, and it's hard, man. But that's a lot of things that people don't discuss. You know, be away from your family, man, especially you're a solo driver. And if you're a solo guy, you just coming out of school, man, you're getting out here. One thing to remember, man, make sure your household good. You know what I mean? I know anything can happen still, you know, and the real deal of it. If your girl, your woman, your wife gonna cheat, she gonna cheat. You know, you gonna be able to do with it. You know, she can cheat while you're there or cheat while you're gone. So either way, man, but still make sure your house is good. Don't give them a reason to, you know, it's gonna be reason enough because you're not gonna be there. So the loneliness is gonna kick in, man. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of, relationships fall apart, man, is the loneliness. Guys are lonely out here on the road, and your woman lonely at home, man, with her children. Yeah, she might have, her kids there to keep her company and, stuff like that, man. But, reality comes where in reality, you're not there. So it's hard, man. I don't care who you are, bro. I don't care how long you've been married. I don't care, whatever case. It's getting lonely, man, because you're not there. So one of the things I love is that I got my wife with me. We're together, in the truck. We out here making money together, so that's a different thing. But when you're a solo guy, you're just coming out of school, man, you're trying to get your feet wet, you're trying to get, make that money for your family and all that kind of stuff, man. It's going to be hard on your woman, bro. I promise you. And the reason being, you're going to be gone all the time, and that's a lot of the stuff that they don't tell you, man. A lot of these videos, a lot of these truck drivers and all that, not going to say, man, once you're out here, that loneliness kick in on both sides. And guys start finding, they start finding love out here, or they start finding, companionship out here, what I'm saying, on the road, man, whether it's, on the street or, whether they meet someone or whatever the case, they're going to find it out here. And 9 times out of 10, your girlfriend, wife, or whatever, your significant other going to find it at home. And, a lot of relationships fail, man, because of that. Guys come home, catch their wife with somebody else, or catch their girlfriend with somebody else, or, they find out later they doing this with somebody else and all that, then the whole thing turn bad, man. And a lot of that, man, not only that, you're gonna lose your kids in the process. Your kids start getting used to you being gone, and that's a bad feeling, man. That's a terrible feeling. When they started getting used to you not being there, you're like, oh, you ain't never at home no way, so, hey, it's all good, it's cool. And once they start feeling like that, bro, it's like, damn, man, I ain't never at home, And, the kids, man, you don't spend no time with them. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know what they doing in their life or nothing, man. You don't know what they got going on in school. You don't know who messing with them in school. You don't know if something bothering them or nothing, because for one, you're out here, man. Even though you're out here for a good cause, trying to make money, trying to make ends meet and all that, but you still lose your family in the process, man. So it's a catch-22 with this job, man. Especially for new drivers and especially for solo drivers and stuff like that. And another thing, man, it's hard on you. It's hard on your body, man. I've been in this game for a while, man, but it's been like an off and on thing, Of course, I was in law enforcement. People that know the background. And I got back out here. But, driving and doing this stuff for a long time, it's hard on your body, man. You gain weight, you're not eating right. You try to exercise, man, but it's hard to exercise because you can't get in a rhythm. You can't get in a routine. Exercise is all about routine, man. It's all about rhythm. It's all about consistency, man, because you can't work out one day and skip 5 and work out again, and skip 4 more days and work out again, and skip another week and then work out again. It's not consistent, man, because you're not going to have that time to really work on what you want to work on. Especially when you're at home, working a 9 to 5, you're able to go to the gym, and everybody go to the gym at 5, and everybody, you go to the gym on the weekend or something like that, and it's different. But you ain't got no consistency, man, you can't do it. And it's hard on you. It's hard, man. And then, you got to go to the doctor, man, and the doctor tell you gain weight and, and all that kind of stuff, man. So it's already added pressure on you, dealing with home, stressful stuff being at work and all that. So, like I said in my last video, man, how dispatchers and stuff lie to you. You be wanting to go home, but they we can't see you there right now, man. You can't go there, So you're missing out a lot, man, on your family time, man. Hanging out with family, friends, or whatever, going to family functions. That stuff is part of your life. especially that was part of your life, and you decide to jump out here, that, you know, they right there disrupt that, man, and it be like, hey, bro, you always gone, bro. You know, everybody gonna start noticing that. So, you know, as a youngin, and as a, you know, not really a youngin, man, just as a person just jumping out here and trying to, you know, learn the ropes and get out here, man, and do this job, bro, it's hard, man. And they don't tell you that. It seems exciting, you know, all the exciting aspect. You get to go here and see the countryside and all that. For people that's into that, it's cool. But, you know, reality, man, you know, so yeah, it might be becoming the new 9 to 5 because everybody want to chase money. You know, they rather chase money than chase happiness. So, like I say, all money ain't good money, man. So, you know, you come out here, just make sure your house right, guys. Make sure your house is right. You know, make sure your relationship is good. You know, make sure you talk to your kids, man. If you do come out here, you know, I know you can FaceTime and all that, but, you know, it ain't nothing like being there. You know what I'm saying? So you miss out on a lot of stuff, man, with your kids. Lord knows I missed out on a lot, you know, and you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that. So even though, you know, still got a really good relationship with my kids, man, or whatever case, but I missed out on a lot of things that they did, you know what I mean? Especially when they got later on in life, you know, on up in life, they became teenagers. You know, my daughter had a lot of stuff going on. She was going to bands, she was going to all these different little events and, you know, and stuff like that. So, and now she's in college and, you know, still doing the same thing. And, you know, a lot of events I still can't get to, you know. So, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard, but, you know, yeah, you can make a decent living. And I always say, man, find a job that fits you. You know, people come out here thinking they're going to have the perfect job. You're not going to go home on the weekend, okay? Your weekend ain't, you know, your dispatcher weekend. Your weekend is not the recruiter weekend. You know, your weekend is when you park that truck and, you know, whatever the case. But their weekend start at 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Recruiters, I'm talking about recruiters and dispatchers. You know, 5 o'clock, you know, Friday, they weekend start. You know, they off work 5:30, they in their car going home, chilling with their family while you out here, you know, sleeping in the parking lot, you know, smelling piss, you know, and all that, man. And that's another thing. You know, you gotta be ready to have a lifestyle change, man, jumping in this truck. You're not gonna be able to stop at the bathroom every time you eat something. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pretty much control what you eat, man. You know, your body got to get used to being in the truck and sitting down for hours and hours. And people don't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people just focus on money. But you have to train your body, man, to be able to sit down for hours and hours, you know, 8 hours driving. You know what I'm saying? You know, so just like you do 8 hours standing up in the 9 to 5, you better do, you know, 11 hours sitting down. You know what I'm saying? And you can't stop everywhere, man, or everywhere ain't gonna have a nice bathroom for you to go in and, you know, do your business. So all these Instagram reels and TikTok reels, you see people with, you know, having buckets and paper bags, plastic bags, and they buckets and all that kind of stuff. That shit is real, man. But, you know, now it's more convenient. You can get a porta potty, you know what I'm saying? You can get a portable porta potty like we had. And but, you know, back in the day they didn't have that, man. But, you know, even the people that can't get that, you know, might be too expensive for some people to buy. But, you know, at the end of the day, you still got to dump it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you take you one dump or two and then it's time to empty, man. And, you know, so even though it's a convenience, but, you know, stuff come with it. So, like I say, while you're dispatching your recruit at home at 5, chilling with their family, you know, kick back, drinking a beer or something, watching TV, you know, you spending your weekends in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? You spending your weekends in the parking lot smelling pee and, you know, jumping out your truck in the middle of the night trying to piss in a bottle, or, you know, you in the middle of nowhere, you parked on the side of the ramp, sleep, you ain't got no bathroom to go to. You know what I mean? What you think they do? You know what I'm saying? They jumping out. You know, they either fishing in a bottle, you know, or they either jumping out their truck, fishing on the side of their truck, in between the trailer and the truck, you know, or, you know, some of them out here, you know, taking a dump outside of the truck, man, you know, outside the truck. So that's just what it is, man. So you got to be ready for that lifestyle change, bro. Like that's going to happen. You know, that's, you know, just being honest, that's going to happen out here. So if you're not ready for that type of life, don't jump out here, man. It ain't for you. And a lot of people quickly find that out. They think they can come out here and handle that. Nah. You know, you're not going home, bro. You're not going to go home every weekend. You know, they gonna come up with some story. Oh no, we ain't got nothing going that way. You know, but hey, we got this load here going to California. You know, they'll send you 2,000 miles out the way, but you 500 miles away from the house. You're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? And you're gonna run into that. Trust me. You know, you can be 500 miles from the crib, and they're gonna send you 2,000 miles away in the opposite direction. You know, talking about they ain't got nothing going that way. You know what I'm saying? And you can get ready for that. So a lot of people can't take that, man. I've seen and witnessed, you know, driving home like, bruh, I'm gonna go home. You know, and lo and behold, they don't have no job after that. You know what I mean? But you know, that's the thing with being a company driver. But you know, there's also the things people don't tell you. So the dispatchers, man, they kind of hold your money in their hand. You know, so you know, some of them have attitudes. And, you know, some of them, you know, arrogant. You know, some of them are assholes. You know what I mean? And you know, they literally won't give you no runs, man, for you to make no money. You know, they'll try to force you to quit or force you to abandon the truck. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, by starving you out. And you know, I've seen it happen and all of that, man. So you know, you got to know how it is coming out here and dealing with, you know, more than just holding the steering wheel, bro. It's more than that. So it might seem like it's cool. It might seem like it's this and that. It's not as glamorous as they make it seem, man. You know, like I say, it's cool. You're gonna make some money, but it's not all glamorous, man. It's not, you know. You know what I mean? You're gonna see how I feel coming down the mountain, you know, and you running your jakes and you're still going 75 down the mountain. You know what I mean? You're gonna see how that feels, man. So, you know, it's not all, you know, it's not all glitz and glamour, man, when you get out here. And some of the things you're gonna have to really deal with, man, and really kind of get a handle on and be like, you know, no. So it's different, bro. It's different. So those are the things they really don't say to you, or people don't really mention. You know, they got a lot of groups, man. They got a lot of trucker groups on, you know, all these social media platforms and Facebook, you know, Facebook and whatever. And a lot of people in these groups. And you know, a lot of people come in as new drivers, got old heads. You know, you got those people, man. Everybody gonna have something to say about everybody. Like real talk, everybody gonna have something to say. So everybody got a story, you know. Especially for, you know, people been in the game more than 10 years, so they got a story for you, you know. So, and then another thing, as a new driver, man, you're going to jump from job to job. I'm telling you that now. You're not going to get with the first job and stay there. You know, I don't know a trucker that done that, you know what I mean? So you're going to jump from job to job. And the reason why I say that, because you're going to try to find something that fits you. You know, you're going to try to find that perfect job. You know? And so, like I said, man, you watch my last video, a lot of these, you know, recruiters will try to, you know, they like car salesmen. They're going to sell a job to you. You know, they're going to tell you potentially what you could make instead of telling you what you're going to make. You know? Like I say, I had people, you know, hit me up, man, asking questions about, you know, what you get paid here and how, you know, how much is this and all that. So a lot of that, man, really depends on you as well. You know, how you want to run and how much you run and how hard you run. So it's kind of left up to you, man, on that. You know, if you're a person that like to make a couple $100s a week, cool. That's the kind of person you are. You want to, chase, you want to get 18, 2,000, week. You gonna hump and you gonna run your ass off. You know what I mean? You might be tired and this and that, but you might get it done. So those are some of the things, man, that they don't tell you, and this is how it is, man. So, even if trucking is becoming the new 9 to 5, you don't have 9 to 5 hours. You don't. It might be becoming the new 9 to 5, but it's not no 9 to 5 hours, man. So just be prepared, man. So everybody want to come out here and they want to get their CDL, or if they say CDL, driving these trucks, all this type of shit is, hey man, driving a truck, not trucks. It's not CDLs, it's CDL. So, but, just take heed, man, and really do your homework, really search yourself, see if you want to do this job, and like I say, talk to some people, man, about the real trucking, about real trucking, about real truck driving. Don't just talk about money. Talk about real truck driving, man. So, ask questions, man, before you jump into it. Do your research, and all that, man. Ask people about the real deal. Not the glitz and glamour, not the, you can buy a car and do this and that, and you can make this amount of money and go splurge and do all this stuff, man. Ask them about the real shit in the between. So that's what I say, man. But hey, man, it's your boy Big T Ward, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure, man, hit me up if you got any questions about how I feel about trucking in general. Also, man, make sure you hit that like button. Man, make sure you hit that like button. If I just inspire one person, man, it's cool with me. You know what I mean? I always say, give me the money, man. I don't care about being famous, my boy. You know what I mean? But hey, man, got any questions? Make sure you hit your boy up on all platforms. And Big T Ward, man. Enjoy that outro.
Beats by Too Real.